Perfect.
Like to welcome you. This webinar, we're going to try and hold, at least for the time being, on a weekly basis. And hopefully Tuesday at this time, 5 o'clock, will work for everyone. And if everyone will mute, unless you have a question, and then you can go ahead and unmute. So there should be a place where you can mute your microphone, then we won't get background noise. So the first thing we want to do is introduce Josh Bendowski. Josh and I have known each other for quite a few years, and he's a very, very talented individual. You can see him on the screen share here. We are all part of Rev Media, which means that you can use Rev Media as kind of the trust building system. And Josh, as he presents to new clients, uses this video that he has on his website, which is revmediausa.com, to kind of build a little better understanding on who Rev Media is and who Josh is and kind of what we do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video for us so that you know who he is and some of the testimonials that his clients have given to him. And then we'll have Josh go ahead and tell a little bit about his history, what he's done, and then we'll go from there. So here's the video.
Video strategies that increase revenue.
Revolution Media rocks.
Revolution Media is awesome.
Rev Media, the best place for ROI on video strategies.
Our clients save time, generate sales, and increase profitability with video strategies.
Revolution Media rocks.
Tim Best here, CEO of Active Light Systems. The video strategies developed by Rev Media have allowed us to get accounts that were previously unapproachable, which has led to increased revenue. I would recommend Rev Media to anyone wanting to get results.
Revolution Media rocks.
I'm Larry Ruff, CEO of 9 Year Mortgage. After working with Rev Media, not only were we thrilled with the professionalism of the videos that they created for us, as soon as we started using them, we experienced a surge in sales beyond anything we'd ever expected.
Websites with a video presentation are 50 times more likely to be acted on than standard websites.
Hey, Chris Crone here, founder of a company called Strongbrook. We've done about $500 million worth of business over the last 7 years. We're up to big names doing big things, and so we've hired Josh Bendowski, and he's been absolutely amazing to work with. Highly recommend that if you get the opportunity that you do it.
Hi, I'm Lennon Ledbetter. I've been working with Josh Bendowski, and Rev Media is awesome.
We helped the CEO of 60 Second Millionaire increase revenue over 300% in 1 year.
Hello, Mark Maxon here of the Maxon Group and LifeWorks Training Systems. I'm here to give you a testimonial on behalf of Rev Media and my friend Josh. He's professional at all times, he's courteous, and he's personable. And he shows up and gets the job done the first time the way you would want it done. I got to tell you, if you're looking for anybody in multiple areas, from graphics to video production to audio, you name it. That's just the surface of what this young man's capable of doing, and that's just the surface of Rev Media.
Sign up for a free market analysis to see how we can generate similar results for your company.
Okay, sorry about that. We have a little latency, so the lip sync wasn't perfect on that, but if you go to the website revmediausa.com, that will come in a little bit better. So Josh, let me unmute you, and if you'll go ahead and take the floor here for a little bit.
Great. Yeah, can everybody hear me right now? Am I muted?
Yeah, you're okay, but they're muted.
Oh, okay, fantastic. All right. Great. So yeah, as you can see there, that was me. And what you just saw is a very powerful tool that I use to sell videos. It builds trust very, very quickly. It's so many testimonials packed so tightly. And so this tool, and we'll kind of get into this in a minute, by showing my prospects this video has allowed me to sell hundreds and hundreds of videos across the world. And you'll be able to use this tool to build trust in your prospects very, very quickly, in that you guys can do video production. Now, just a really brief background on me is I started a video company, this media company, 10 years ago. I've done a lot of major political campaign, TV commercials in my career. I have a different testimonial reel of all politicians inside of it. I've directed television in America and in Asia, been to a lot of places there directing television. But primarily what we've gotten onto lately are two streamlined types of videos that can be done very fast and effectively and extremely affordably in the marketplace, which allows, most importantly, you guys to make quite a bit of money pretty quickly. As I mentioned, I've sold hundreds and hundreds of these videos, and the market for these videos is very, very big, because what it does is it takes a traditional production of a video that would normally cost several $1,000s, and it puts it in the price range of a few $100s, so you can sell it to a lot of business owners. And so inside of your circles of influence, if you guys do any chambers of commerce or BNIs or anything like that, there's a tremendous potential to make a lot of money by offering a service that would normally cost them, like I said, about $3,000 to $5,000 with some of the products we have, and at least $500 to $600 with the other ones. But you can sell them at a fraction of that and still make a good commission to put in your pocket. And so that's a little bit about me. And you tell me where you want me to go from here, Lane.
Well, let's do this. Let's just jump into Google, and we'll kind of show what we call the Google listing tool. And of course, everyone wants to have a very high listing on Google, and normally they want to be on the first page. And so we have a tool that for a period of time will accomplish to get them there with a kind of a video thumbnail. And so what we'll do right now is go into a few of examples so that you can see what they look like once it's Googled. And so what we do is in this listing tool, we set up search terms for that company. And so we'll start off with the first one, which is orthodontist. Am I spelling that right?
It looks correct.
Springville. And we'll pull that up. Okay, and so this is what we accomplish for our clients, is getting them in the organic listings. Sometimes it'll be top position, sometimes it'll be lower than that. But ultimately, we want to push them up to the top. Now, Google and YouTube, well, Google owns YouTube. And so Google puts a lot of emphasis on videos. They love videos. And so as part of their algorithms and the type of optimization that we do, this is the result, and of course they love that. This video right here is called the Expert Interview. They run for about 3 minutes or so, and I think most of you have seen that, an example of that. If not, you can come back later. We won't take the time here to do that. So here's a client of ours in New York. It is enclosures.
It's pool enclosure. Pool enclosure.
Oh, yeah, pool enclosures, because it is a pool. Pool enclosures. And I'm not spelling it. I'm getting like you.
Yeah.
New York. Hopefully that's right. And so when we come down there, here's their expert interview. You can see this one is 4 minutes long, a little bit longer. I usually like something a little bit shorter than that, but it's their video, so they get to kind of choose what they want to. So people that are looking for pool enclosures, then boom, wow, here's a video. God, let me watch that and listen to them, and all of the senses, both visual, audio, and reading, and all of that goes into it. And so, Josh, why don't you tell us why videos are so much more effective than just people reading stuff?
Okay, well, there's two parts to that. One is the Google algorithms. But before I get into that, all the studies that have come out, recently, is that video outperforms all other forms of marketing. Just because you can get so much done inside of a video. There's, thousands and thousands of studies and research that say that video is the most effective form of communicating your message. Now, because of that, Google's algorithms, and this is kind of the reason why we're able to get these videos so much higher than traditional SEO, is because Google's algorithms say that video is very important. So not only do the studies say that human beings prefer video, which is important enough, but Google, they're inside their algorithms, give video a tremendous amount of credibility. And so that's why, as opposed to search engine optimization of a website, and I like to compare it to real estate. So with a website, let's say that you want to get your website on the front page of Google. Well, then what you have to do is get Google to believe that your own real estate is valuable, right? Your something that you own, you built, is valuable and needs to be on page one. Where with a video, we leverage Google's own real estate. So we rent space on YouTube, and we want them to say that their own real estate is important. And so it's kind of it's the relationship between them that allows us to get the videos placed so high in the Google search at a much more affordable rate than search engine optimization for a website. And so that's another way that you guys can put money in your pockets, is by giving people a service that will outperform SEO of their website. And SEO is usually somewhere between, depending on what you go with, $300 to a few $1,000s a month. And so you can go in and offer the same service of placing people near the top of the search, able to go into a market that is possibly even saturated. What's that? To go into a marketplace that's
15 seconds.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Lane?
You cut out for about 10 to 15.
Oh, okay. So let me just back up. So everything that we've done here at Rev Media has been geared to help you guys make money, to be able to go into a market that is even saturated, potentially a BNI, a chamber where there's lots of SEO people in there and video people even, and to be able to offer services, competitive services, at a much more reduced rate because we're leveraging video. And so you're able to go into even markets that are saturated and make a lot of money very quickly because of the prices that you can offer these types of services to people for, and still make a great commission on top of it. So that's a little bit about video. I hope that answered your question, Lane.
Yep. Okay, let's go into one more. What else is a good one to show?
Do Business Coach Springfield. Business Coach Springfield.
Business Coach Springfield.
There you go.
So this is, I guess, in Missouri. I went through Springfield this summer.
And here's something interesting about the videos, that over time, and as you saw there, and the Google listing has a monthly service charge, just like SEO, just like anything else. There's a monthly service charge, which for you guys is valuable because it builds you a residual income. And I think if you are familiar with residual incomes, that's pretty exciting news, because then you sell somebody one time a video and get paid for several years based on their listing. But once they stay on the program, and it doesn't always happen, and it's all based on Google's algorithms. We have really no control over it, but it happens quite often. But once we've kept up on a video for a few months, it turns into this top, bigger, you see how it's much larger? There's a few below it, but this one's much larger.
Yep, we see her.
And so it takes up this bigger piece of real estate, which is pretty exciting to a lot of clients out there that, by staying on the program over time, they'll jump up into this much larger listing. And so it's a very good tool. So I always like to show when I'm doing presentations to prospects, I always like to show, and Lane will give you a couple of sample key terms to go through so that you can see how this works and you have examples to show people. And we may even actually create a script and send out a script that I use to sell. Like I said, I've sold hundreds and hundreds of videos over the course of my career. But anyways, this is pretty exciting when you show a client this, that there's, over time, that their video will become the premier piece of content for a given specific search term. And it's much more affordable than SEO, and it comes in a nice big, visually pleasing image as opposed to just a search listing there.
This shows the 5-star video. These are normally about 60 seconds long, and I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is a phenomenal way to get a testimonial, very professionally done, and we can do these at an extremely low cost. We can get a great commission on these, and so let me start this one up, and we'll just watch this really quick.
We love sharing good news. So when one of our customers says something great about us and experiences our 5-star customer service, we have to share it. Here's what one of them had to say. A happy customer that leaves a review like this online ends up being a repeat customer. And that's what motivates our staff and team to serve you better. We strive hard to achieve great reviews like this. It's inspiring, and a new customer who reads 5-star reviews is a wise customer, as we stand behind our guarantee for 5-star customer service. So the only real question you have to ask yourself is, what are you waiting for? See what excellent results we can achieve working for you by utilizing our extensive knowledge and experience. Thank you for taking the time to visit with us today. We look forward to speaking with you. We are only one call away from serving you.
Now let me talk about this really quick. This is probably the video format that can make you the most money. And I think that's probably why everybody's on the call tonight. This is a format, there's a Forbes article that came out that about 88% of consumers will trust a customer online review as much as a personal recommendation, which is very, very powerful. Now, there's a lot of companies that have been in business for a long time and have a lot of written testimonials, letters of recommendation, testimonials that were sent to them some other way than listed on Google. So we have a carpet cleaning client that got a text message saying, you've done a fantastic job, a really great testimonial, but she didn't go and put it on Google. She just put it in a text message. And so we're able to take those testimonials that normally you couldn't get placed into the Google search, and we're actually able to turn them into these nice professional videos and list them in the Google search results. And this format, the reason why I wanted to go back to it can make you the most money is because this is our most affordable product. This product you're able to sell to any business owner can afford this, just a few $100s or even less sometimes. And any business owner can afford that. And so you can make a tremendous amount of money by selling a lot of these videos, whereas the other expert interview video is a little bit more expensive. And so it is out of reach, although it is affordable. It is somewhat out of reach for some business owners. But this is a video that you could sell to literally every business owner that you know.
Perfect. Okay. Well, what I'd like to do is maybe open it up for questions. We're going to try and keep this short and sweet this evening. So let me kind of unmute everyone. And we'll kind of open it up to some questions. Yeah, the great thing on this is this is a great combination between Google and getting them the high rankings, getting them on the first page. Whoops, we got a little back noise there with some dog. But anyway, let me open it up. Any questions that you've got?
Hi, Lane and Josh. This is Hillary.
Hi, Hillary.
Okay, I apologize. Maybe this is a little bit amateur to ask, but SEO, how you say it's more affordable to place the video as opposed to an SEO. If we're getting them up in the search results, how is that different than? I mean, even though it's a video, how is that different from an SEO?
So SEO is done on your website. It's
okay.
it's where you optimize a website. So like if, Lane, open a new tab here. Let me just show what SEO is and type in search engine optimization California, just for fun. It doesn't really matter. Just type in, or even type in orthodontist New York, just for fun. Just type in orthodontist New York so I can show you apples to apples here. There you go, type that in. So SEO right here, the first couple ones of these are ads. These are what was called a pay-per-click. And so these orthodontists will pay, each time you click on that, it's gonna cost them, $5, $10, whatever it is. Then you have the map listings, which this is another thing that people do, a part of SEO. And then if you scroll down here, we got Yelp, and then we got a couple of these other ones. So right in here, you see how these websites, this one right here, look at that one for me, Lane. Not the Yelp one, yeah, go down one more. Manhattan Ortho, oh, one more. So this website here has been optimized to pull up high in the Google search listings, right? And it's somewhere, especially because these guys are in New York, they're probably spending somewhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a month to tell Google that this is an important website when somebody's looking for an orthodontist inside of New York. And so, and there's a lot more to that because you have to tell Google that this is an important website, and there's just a lot of effort that goes into that, which is why it's expensive. And it should be expensive because it's a lot of effort. Whereas with a video listing, we're able to accomplish the same thing, except for it's not the website that's placed high, it's just the video. And then the video redirects them. So go back, Lane. So that's the main difference, is that SEO is for your website. And it will optimize your website so your website will pull. Whereas what we do with a video listing, it optimizes the video itself. And so it's not actually, when you click on it, it doesn't go to that website. Like, Lane, do that. Go to Pool Enclosure New York. Type in Pool Enclosure New York for me. So there's the main difference is we're not optimizing their website. We don't need their passwords to their websites. We don't need to get in and try and play around with their websites or anything like that. Where with SEO, that's what they have to do. They have to transfer all their passwords. It's a long process, but they need to give you a lot of stuff. But then your website would be optimized. So here's a perfect example. So we have our video listing. And if you were to click on that, that would take you to YouTube. It wouldn't take you to their website. So go ahead and click on that for me, Lane.
Oh, okay.
So this takes you to YouTube. Now, this is a promotion for their company, and their website is down and down. But this is kind of the main difference, is that in their website's in that information there, and so people can go to it. But the main difference is it's a far more simpler process. And their website's there as well, but it's a far more simple process. So we don't need any access to their websites. It doesn't take nearly as much time or expense because we're not competing with other website optimization experts, because video is relatively new in doing this. And so those are kind of the main points. And you tell me, did I answer your question or should I keep going?
That's great. Thank you. I get it.
Okay, perfect.
So I just want to clarify real quick. So it redirects them to the YouTube.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it takes them to the YouTube, which is the promotion of their company. And the other benefit that you see, if you go back, just go back, Lane.
Where do you want me to go back to?
Just click the back arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there, huh? The other benefit that video provides, even the best search engine optimization company in the world, if you paid them $5,000 a month, they wouldn't be able to put an image there. That image is something that is unique to video, and so it's a much more attractive to the human eye to click on that and the thumbnail there. And so search engine optimization doesn't do that. It doesn't allow for that. So it's always a generic listing. And so if you see there, if you take a look at that screen, there's nothing really that distinguishes any of the other listings, although they're up on the top of Google. They're all just words, right? And so our video has a little bit of a distinguishing factor to it.
Yeah, so both things work. SEO optimization works and video optimization works. In fact, it would be better for a company to have both of them there, because exactly. If they see a video and then they look and they see it again, they go, wow, this must be a good company. I mean, two pieces of real estate are better than one piece of real estate.
And in addition to that, that is also a great prospect for you. Somebody who is already spending money on search engine optimization as you're in your pools of your circles of influence. Somebody who's already spending, $300, $400, $500, even $1,000 a month on SEO would be happy, and we have lots of clients that do this, would be happy to spend an extra, whatever the price ends up being that Lane gives you that you can sell it at, would be happy to pay, an extra $100 to have this listing because they know it works.
Wow. Okay.
And then one more step into that is you can create white label relationships with SEO companies. So if you knew an SEO company, you wouldn't actually be competitors. What you could do is offer them white label videos so that their clients can then use you to buy videos. And so they would purchase them from you directly. And so we have a lot of clients that own SEO companies that videos wholesale.
What do you mean by white label, Josh?
So let's say that you tomorrow went and met with a company called, I'm just going to make one up, ABC SEO. And they were at a Chamber of Commerce breakfast.
Okay.
And they said, man, we would really love, and you show them the video product, and they said, man, we would really love to get that to our clients, but we don't want them knowing about Rev Media. We would rather them think that the videos are coming from ABC SEO. And so then you could create it through us. I mean, we'd work out the deal, but we would say, okay, we will give them the opportunity. They could sell them under their own brand and keep it under their umbrella of ABC SEO, and they'll never know the name Rev Media. And then they can purchase videos through you that way in what's called a white label.
Okay.
Yeah, good questions. Very good questions. Yeah, that's why we want to have this is so that as we build knowledge and expertise and we get out into the marketplace and people throw a question or two that we're not quite sure of, these are the things that we want to kind of run over so that we understand information.
Yeah, and then I will create, and I think we have a few of them already created, but sales videos that explain. Like, so let's say you're sitting with a prospect and they're interested. We have a video, I believe, right, Lane, that kind of walks them through the Google listing and everything like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
so Lane can get you those tools. You can maybe just reference the fact that we have it. So if you get somebody that's interested, we've got a couple of sales tools that Lane will get to you that will explain things so that instead of trying to learn all the answers, you can just show them a video.
Now this is a document that we haven't quite finished off, but we're real close. This will be a purchase agreement between you / Rev Media or a white label. But that will be filled out with the information, how many videos they're ordering, how many Google programs that they're ordering, because some businesses that put a lot of money into advertising, like attorneys and very large companies, they're throwing thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars into search engine optimization and things like that. So this document should be ready sometime tomorrow and available so that...
and we're also going to create a flyer as well, and it's almost done. And so we want to have it to where you have all the marketing tools that you need, that if you went to a chamber meeting or a BNI or places where you can meet business owners, and we may even sometime get into some advanced LinkedIn strategies, and I may actually include that, the strategies on how to connect with business owners through LinkedIn, and there's a tremendous amount of opportunity for a lot of money to be made. I've sold hundreds and hundreds of videos through a LinkedIn formula that we'll probably make available to people that sell this with us. So
we have. I'll be glad to spend one-on-one time. Josh is extremely busy, but if we need to bring him in, we can do that, via a webinar or whatever to go over any specific questions. I know most of it. Josh knows everything.
Yeah, and even on your first couple of deals,
I've put together quite a bit of information on how to get started. Get your YouTube channel up, get a Zoom, all of those kinds of things that are necessary to run a successful business. And if you can get to the right person and you say the right things, then you're going to be in the door and you're going to have a great opportunity to show them our product, and it normally blows everyone away because
oh my God, where is my
they're
wallet?
used to paying us at hundreds or thousands of dollars for getting on a Google high ranking in the first page. So we've got a product that's absolutely phenomenal, and we can make great commissions on it. And so that kind of does it. Hillary, any other questions that you might have? Hillary and I